Hey, welcome to another video on sports facts and sport news. But before we go into the video, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. In today's video, we'll be speaking on transfers in football, how a transfer deal is executed, how does a transfer happen, what does a player agent do, when can a transfer take place, what is a transfer request, all of this and more in today's video. Make sure you sit back, listen, watch, and enjoy. Transfers are very important in football. Plays a huge role why the sport is enjoyed globally. It could take place when two clubs, sometimes three clubs, and a player and his agent, or rather, a player and his team, try to reach an agreement that moves the player from one club to another. FIFA reviewed in the year 2019 that it was its record year in terms of how much was spent by clubs in the transfer market. A total of over $7.35 billion was invested in one form or another. And in this video, I'll be taking you through the steps and the people involved in making a transfer successful. And then we start by explaining what a transfer in football is. It is a business transaction between two clubs, and like I said, sometimes three clubs, which sees a player move from one club to another. If a player is under contract, the club wishing to secure his or her services are expected to pay a transfer fee. And this transfer fee takes into consideration a number of things, and that is one of which is the perceived quality of a player, the contract length in which the player has with his parent club, and that's the selling club, the commercial value, the potential worth, among others. When a club is interested in acquiring a player, a representative from that club would usually make an inquiry to the club in which the present player plays for. If the club is open to selling the player, the prospect of joining a new club is naturally put to the player in question. The player then speaks to his agent and team about it, and in the process of that, two clubs try to reach a transfer fee. And in this transfer fee, some of the clauses that would be involved or that would be considered is the player commercial value, the player contract length, and possibly a sell-on percentage on future sales for that player. And then the buying club must negotiate a fresh contract with this player that they wish to recruit, endeavoring to meet the terms requested in respect of salary, bonuses, contract length, and so on. The ideal thing is for the two clubs to reach an agreement before the buying club reaches out to the player. But then, on some occasions, the buying club reaches out to the player first in order to persuade and try to lure the player to the club. This is although prohibited in the law of the game, but I mean, this is still done every now and then in the modern day football. So who is a football agent? A football agent is an individual who represents the player's general interest, tries to get the best possible deal for the player, the best possible contract, and the best possible situation for its client or for his or her client. In the scenario of contract representation, the agent is essentially a player's legal representative, tasked with securing the best possible deal for their client. A good agent will possess expert knowledge of the legal intricacies involved, as well as being a capable negotiator. Agents charge fees for their services, often a percentage of their clients' wages, and in some cases, they demand bonuses for being part of the transfers or making the transfer accomplished. Mino Raiola and Jorge Mendes are famous examples of football agents, and the latter, being one of the most popular coming out from Portugal, represents a number of Portugal athletes, some of which are Jose Mourinho, Cristiano Ronaldo, and some other popular names. When can a transfer take place? There are two official transfer windows during which transfers are allowed to take place. They are known as the registration period. Each national association must decide on when these windows occur for their respective men's and football's women's seasons. They are usually defined as summer and winter transfer windows, with the dates falling during preseason and then at midway point of a season. All of the top leagues in Europe use the same transfer window, although differ because of the slight time difference in these countries. What is a free transfer? A free transfer is when a player moves from one club to another without a transfer fee being exchanged between both clubs. Free transfers usually occur when a player's contract at a club is expiring or has expired. Players are free to negotiate with other clubs when they have 6 months left on their present contract. During this period, the player is free to speak to as many clubs as possible until the player finds the club that meets his contractual demands. A transfer request. What is a transfer request? A transfer request is a formal appeal made by a player to the club they are contracted by to facilitate a transfer to another club. If a club does not want to sell their player and reportedly rejects transfer bids from other clubs, a player may opt to issue a formal transfer request in defiance. A transfer request usually does not happen often in football, but though when it happens, it is as a result of the frustration of the player not getting the move he or she requires at a particular moment and trying to make known to the public their dissatisfaction with their current situation. All of the points stated is how a transfer deal is struck in the game of football. And if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.